Hello, hello. This is Robin Sampson with BibleJournalLove.com. You are going to watch me Bible journal digitally in this video. I've already started by using a Bible background. I sell these in my Etsy shop. This happens to be one from the Exodus class. We are in the Exodus era Bible journaling class. I just finished teaching a Bible study on Exodus 20. And the way our classes work, after I do a Bible study and teach it, then I teach you how to Bible journal digitally, documenting what we just learned. So it's an in-depth study going chronologically through the Bible in 12 different eras. The Exodus era includes more than the book of Exodus. It also includes Numbers and Deuteronomy and some of Leviticus. So we just learned about the 10 Commandments. And it was a fascinating lesson, and I hope you get to join us. This is in beta right now, so you can actually join us at a 50% discount, which is a real deal because the class, you get 20 Bible journaling kits. And these include, like, this is the 10 Commandments. This was the Bible journaling kit you get with it. And then you get all these Traveler's Notebook backgrounds. And you get, let's see, I don't have them all here, but this was the plagues, and then you get washi tape, and this was one of the first classes where we did Moses in the river, and then, Moses in the burning bush, and I don't have a whole lot of them loaded here. Here are the Passover elements. So these are things that you can use over and over, too, that you use, which is terrific. You can use them for other pages. We Bible journal in Bibles, and we Bible journal in Traveler's Notebooks. So today I'm going to focus on teaching you how to load and use your layer styles. I included in the classroom today, you can download Exodus Glitter, the same colors of all the colors that we've been using, the greens and blues and a little yellow. So that's going to be fun. And then I'm going to teach you how to make stickers with fonts, word art. So I think you're going to enjoy this. So let's start off with the word art. I'm going to open a blank document, and I want it to be 6 by 6 inches at 300 dots per inch. Anytime you work on anything you're going to print out, it has to be 300 dots per inch. And then I'm going to use the type text tool and type the word Exodus 20. Okay. And I'm going to use Blossom as my font. It's a real pretty script. And I'm going to make it about 60 points. It's a nice big Exodus. Now, the first thing you're going to do is go to well, I forgot to tell you something important. We are working in the Expert window, and I have my Layers palette, which you open and close here. Open. This is my background layer, and this is the first layer I'm doing is a text layer. And I'll tell you more about that in a minute. So we need to put a style on this word. And after we put a style on it and save it, it's going to change it to an image instead of a word. So the first thing you do is click on Styles. We're going to go to the top and click on Stroke. And we're going to click on this black stroke. And I'll warn you that it's going to look pretty horrible, but I'm going to change it. So it's a black stroke of 20. Looks pretty bad. Now go back to the Layers palette and click on this little FX here. And now we can change that black stroke to white, but it's still going to be too big. But first we're going to change it to white. Click on that little box there and change it to white. And I think 14 would be a good size. Now you can't see it is the thing, but it's important that you say outside. Let me show you what happens if you put it inside. It disappears because 20 is about as big as it is. So we're going to keep that stroke on the outside. Now we'll click OK. Now, if I was on another color, which let me just add some color here so you can see. And that came in as glitter because I had the glitter. Okay. Selected. Let's put our text on top of this blue. Now you can see the white. But it still doesn't look like a sticker because a sticker has another stroke on it. So what we need to do is go to the Layers palette, highlight the text, and click Simplify Layer. When we simplify the layer, you can no longer change the text. It's now an image. It's not a word any longer. So that this does not work anymore on this one. Now we're going to simplify it again. Now go back to the styles again, and now I want you to choose the first one, which is a black stroke 0.2. And you could leave it like that, or go back to the layers and select 1 for the size, which looks more realistic. And now you want to go to the styles, and we're going to put a drop shadow. Now, these are my drop shadows. I'm going to try this one, and I like it. So now we want to save this word. I could have made that in the Bible. Now we can pull this in here. So now it looks like a sticker. Stickers have drop shadows. Texts never have drop shadows. I should mention that when I'm working in the Layers palette, you can see that my back layer is locked. I lock it by clicking there so it doesn't move while I'm working. And my text, the Bible verses, are locked. I'm going to unlock them for a minute because I just noticed they're not equal, and select them both by clicking them both with the Shift key and going down here to the bottom and clicking top to make sure they're aligned. In fact, I will group them and lock them again. I'm zooming in and out using the command minus and command plus sign. You can do the same thing on a PC with the control minus and control plus. You can actually even do that on a website and it will get bigger or smaller. So let's go to the photo bin where I've loaded the elements for this kit. And the first thing I'm going to do is put this mountain in the background. Now, most of the time, we're very careful with images not to distort them, but I want to distort this mountain because I want to put it on the very background. And don't worry, it'll look right when I'm done. So I'm just going to keep making it until it fits. Then I'm going to bring the opacity way down so you can read the words in the Bible. And I want it to stay in the background. I might even bring it down a little bit more, and I might even make it a little bit taller to represent Mount Sinai. So now I'm going to lock it so it doesn't get in the way when we put some more images in. Okay, let's get Moses and put him up here. There's a couple ways you can do Moses. You could keep him like this, and even though because he's under the words, you can still read them. Or you can put him on top of the words and then use the blend mode up here on the top of the Layers palette to click multiply. Watch what happens to Moses. Now you can read the words through him. But I wanted to put him like a sticker. So I'm going to make him smaller so he doesn't cover any words. And I wanted to leave room here because I wanted to bring in a verse by Jesus. This is the Ten Commandments page, but Jesus said all of the law was summed up in 2 commands, and I want to put those 2 commands on this page. So first, let's start with the commandments. When I brought those in, they came in down here. Look at the layers palette. They came in underneath some other things. And what I wanted to do, and what I do automatically, and I forget to tell you I'm doing it, is I click Command, Shift, right bracket, and that, watch the layers palette. And when I click Command, Shift, right bracket on the Mac, it goes up to the top. So that's a real handy shortcut that I use over and over. The shortcut for a PC is Control, Shift, and right bracket. Then if I wanted to take it to the very back, I would hit Command, Shift, left bracket. So what I want to do now is cut this in half so that we can fit them both on the side, because they're hard to read if I keep them this size. You cannot cut anything or erase anything or use the eraser unless you simplify the layer. So we're going to simplify this layer. Now I'm going to use the rectangle marquee tool to outline one side. You can scooch it over with the arrows if you didn't get it right. And I'm going to hit Command X to cut. And then Command B to paste. And now we have 2 tablets. And we'll put those over on this side. I have some flowers that would make that look nice there, so let me grab those. I love these colors together. In fact, my next kit is called Daisies, or blue, teal, green, and yellow. It's mostly these colors. If you're using Photoshop Elements 2019, you no longer have to hold the Shift key, keep the proportion, and that's confusing me because I've been switching back and forth between 18 and 19, and there's a change, so bear with me. I'm going to put some washi tape on the bottom of this page, and I already have some washi tape that I put together just to save a little time. If you haven't got any washi tape together like this, you've got it in your kit separate, you can just go ahead and stack them on top of each other. And I'm going to do the same thing over on the other one. Use the same washi tape on both sides. And we're getting close to, I'm going to show you how to use the open. Well, let me go over here instead of opening something else. Let me just go over here and get rid of that for a minute. I'm going to show you how to use the glitter. My glitter is already installed, but let's pretend like it is. First, let me show it to you. It's called Exodus Glitter. And there it is. And we have a couple blues, a couple greens, and a couple yellows. Now this is how you install it. It's already in your lesson, so go to your lesson, download the zip file, download it to your computer, put it wherever you put your downloads, usually in the downloads box, and then unzip it. And when it's unzipped, you click this little button. While you're in, first go to Styles, and you would be, say, in Bevels or something, however it opens. And then you would go to Load Styles. Then find the Exodus Glitter and click on it. And then you can, mine won't do it because it says that I've already got that in there. So there it is. Now, here's how we use it. Go to your Draw section and click on your rectangle or shape, whatever you have in this area. It says Rectangle Tool. When you do, you'll get this shape down here menu, and you can click on the Custom Shape tool and scroll through all the different things. You have a lot of different symbols that you could choose. I'm going to grab, and how about a heart? We're supposed to love the law. Let's use a heart. And let's use a darker yellow. So now let me go to the layers, and I want to simplify that. Again, nope, one time's enough. While I have you here, go ahead and try a bevel. Try different ones and see what kind of look. That looks pretty good there. I'm going to leave it like that and go back to our Bible page. And this heart is down here, so I can drag it in. Let's put that down by the washi tape. I think that'll look real cute right there. And now you have a heart. Now the reason it has that big square around it is because it's still a smart object. So I want to change it to simplify. When it came in with a background around it. And I'm going to use the style. My shadows. You have some other shadows there. And I'm going to go ahead and add shadows to everything before I move on to the next one. There we go. That's a sticker. If you hold it over, it'll come up what it is. Now remember, I use a lace for washi. Okay, now I want to get at the tag. So Jesus' statement about the law. This already has elements on it. Let's throw a piece of tape on it. If you have any questions and I didn't answer, or I made you more confused, you can ask me in the Facebook group. Okay, I'm going to go get Matthew 22:37 from Bible Gateway. One thing I really love about Bible journaling digitally is that you can use any version of the Bible you want. Free. And let's cut and paste that here. And I am going to change the he to Jesus because I want people to know what this is. And Jesus said to him, okay, it's through 39. That's what I have there. See, Jesus said in 40, on these two commands depend all the law and the prophets. So he was talking not only about the Torah, which is the first 5 books of the Bible, better translated instruction than law, but he was also talking about the 613 laws. So he basically says the entire Bible is summed up in all the law, all the instruction, all the commands, all the mitzvahs is summed up in these 2 commands. Jesus said to him, and you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the great and first commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. You know, I don't have room on this tag to add the other section, but I think the other section is very important So I'm going to go get it because I want that to be here. And I'm going to stick it over the top of it somehow. Yeah, I think it goes better on top. Okay, let me go to the Layers palette and group that tag. I even want that washi on it too. Where's the washi at? It might be it. Whoops, I grouped the wrong thing. There we go. Just go inside the group and bring the text up one. Okay, so let's pull that down here. Now we have enough room here to put the rest of that verse as like a note. And you could put that on another tag, or you can put that in another little square. But it's kind of like a title here. On these two commands, you could even draw a little arrow. In fact, let me show you something you can do. Trying to decide which arrow. Okay, let's do this arrow. And look, it came in as glitter. You can change it to another kind of glitter. Let's do a different color. Let's do this green. No, it's on green. Let's do the blue. Okay. Let's do a bevel. Okay. Simplify it. Now I need to go back into the layers group because my washi is underneath. There we go. Okay. So now we have a pretty nice page. I like to put like a little cluster on top of the washi. So I saw a glitter. Yeah, this is in here. We'll put a little leaf behind. Let's put that behind the heart, but above the washi. Too far. And over here, we can put there's a flower that I made with a glitter style. Let me show you something that you could do with this flower. So this flower, let's put a drop shadow on it, was a font. So if you got a font, you can turn it into a pretty flower like this. I'm going to hit Command J on a Mac to duplicate it, and I made a couple. And that would be Control J on a PC. So we could put several little flowers. And then we can go to the layers and group these little flowers. Is that one of them? Yeah. And make them a little bit smaller. You can even, while you have them selected like that, you can center them and make sure that they're distributed. There. So now you have this nice little group of flowers. And you can move them around because they're grouped. Don't forget, you need to save your page frequently. You didn't see me do that, but my page is saved. And now I'm just going to go save it again. And I save it as a layered TIFF or PSD file so it stays layered in case I want to go back and what if I made a spelling mistake or something and need to fix it. But right now it's layered. Now I also will save it for the web like this after I put a background. Let me go grab the back real quick. Yeah, I have some wood for the background. Remember, I hit Command left bracket and Shift, and it goes all the way to the back because this is my first layer. So there's my page. I even have enough room that I could put a little paper clip in there. So here's my page. I ended up writing Oh, How I Love the Law, which was by David. And I agree with him, so I put that there on the top of the page and made a sticker out of it too, like I showed you. So today you learned how to make sticker word art, and you learned how to make little symbols into glitter elements. Exciting. I hope you enjoyed this. Ask me any questions in the Facebook group. See you then. Visit BibleJournalLove.com for lots of freebies. Bye-bye.